Hey everyone, it's Mari. Thanks so much for stopping by. I have Christmas card project number 6 for you today for my Christmas card series, and I'm going to be using this Concord and Ninth plaid background stamp. Now I decided that I was going to use kind of a tone on tone effect with this card, and so I'm going to stamp this plaid background onto this green cardstock with some green ink. And it probably would have gone a little bit faster if I just used black ink, but I just really wanted to try this tone on tone look with the green ink. You can barely even tell that it's actually green ink when it's all done, but I just kind of like the muted effect of it as opposed to it being black ink. So you'll see what I mean once I have this all stamped out. I'm going to stamp this several times using my MISTI, and I'll actually only show you about 1.5 times of closing that door onto the cardstock, but it did take a little bit longer to get a really nice solid stamped image just because it is a little bit of a lighter tone of ink. So you'll just see me pressing this down, and eventually after about 4 goes at stamping this, I do get a really nice solid impression. Now this stamp set also comes with the skinny lines that go over top of the thicker lines. And so on the lines of the plaid where the blank squares are is where I'm going to stamp the skinny lines. Now these skinny lines I'm going to stamp out with some Versamark ink, and then I am going to heat emboss them using some gold embossing powder. And I really like the combination of the gold and the green. I think it looks really nice and festive. So you'll see me just stamping this out and then putting that gold embossing powder down. The gold embossing powder is from Stampin' Up, I believe, but I mean any gold embossing powder would do. I actually thought about using some gold glittery embossing powder as well, but I might experiment with that on another card. So I'm just going to tap that off. I have used my embossing buddy over top of my cardstock as well, just to create that anti-static base before I went ahead and did the heat embossing. Now this is the Trim the Tree die set from that same release from Concord and Ninth, and I absolutely love this die set. I actually bought it as a bundle with the Trim the Tree stamp set, and I'm going to just cut out my plaid paper with that tree die, and that's going to go on my card front. Now I'm going to take this My Mind's Eye pattern paper from a 6x6 pad, and I'm going to cut out this rectangle stitched die. I'm going to cut out this stitched rectangle with this stitched rectangle die from My Favorite Things, and that will be part of my card front as well. Now, when I ordered my Concord and Ninth supplies, I received this free Mary Scripty die, and I'm going to just use this gorgeous red glitter paper to cut that out. I did the same cutout of some white craft foam and adhered that Mary Scripty phrase to the craft foam to pop it up on my project. Now, once again, there's that die set, and in that die set, there's a few other little dies that I used to create my card. I used the little star and the little bow, and also the Fa La La sentiment. And the Fa La La sentiment I cut out of some gold glitter paper, and then I adhered that down to my card front so that it says Merry Fa La La for my complete sentiment. And I really like that. I think it's super cute. Now I'm going to just take my adhesive and I'm going to stick my red and white twine, baker's twine here from Lawn Fawn, to the back of my card, and then that'll just keep that in place while I tie my little bow on the front of my card. I'm going to finish the little bow off with that little red die. So I die cut a piece of red glitter paper in the shape of that little die, and I'm going to just stick that to the front of the bow. And I then cut the little star die using some gold glitter paper for the top of my tree. So I'm going to use some green craft foam here just to pop up my card front on my card base. So this is a 5.5 by 4.25 top folding card base, and I'm going to just adhere that finished card front to that top folding base. I'm going to finish off my card by adding just a few little gold and red sequins to the card front, and that will be my card for today. So this was super easy to create. There's no coloring involved. It's just all stamping and dyeing. Very, very simple, but I feel like it just has a really big impact. I love that plaid background Concord and 9th die or stamp. It is absolutely gorgeous, and I think that there's a lot of really interesting things that you can do with that, and I am going to have a lot of fun playing with it when I am creating the rest of my Christmas cards for the Christmas cards for my own Christmas cards and my Christmas card stash. So I'm just going to quickly finish up here, and my project is finished. Thanks so much, guys, for stopping by and for joining me for my Christmas card series. I'm having a lot of fun. I'll see you another time. Have an amazing day. Bye-bye.